fade in.
No, God!
Fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I am the type of Star Wars fan that doesn't even have a favorite movie. I just want to live in the universe of Star Wars continually, in perpetuity, forever. So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
The sequel movies were just the worst garbage ever. Last Jedi was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to leave the theater, but I was like, I can't. It's Star Wars. You know, I need to watch it. But man, was that bad.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll.
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
So they wanted us to keep going. That Star Wars girl said, keep going. Okay, so
Wait, what are we talking about?
I figured out how to monetize social justice warriors.
I have no love for He-Man.
I know, but I have no love for He-Man either, but he's got a place in the world in a comic book story.
When I was a kid, I'd watch He-Man and Masters of the Universe when I got home from school. From 1981 to 82, it was a rich...
I'm kind of retarded.
To all of our Star Wars fans in China.
What's up, all my UX Trolls, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as Star Wars Girl. And today I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Star Wars news. Get this. People don't care about Star Wars anymore. So much so that I am the first one breaking news stories. It's absolutely bizarre. I was the first one to two Star Wars stories. I was the first one that covered how they're trying to retcon, or they're trying to explain how Darth Sidious was able to survive and his whole plan, and why he was in The Rise of Skywalker and his whole cloning procedure and everything. I was the first one to cover that. Then all of a sudden now all of these articles are writing articles about it, and was like, yeah, I made a video about that a week ago. I thought I was late to the party on that because I found the story like a week after it came out, and I was like, oh shit, I'm really late to this, but I feel like I kind of want to talk about it. And then the whole Slave One fiasco, I did a video on that, and I've kind of been covering it since then because people threw temper tantrums over me making a video about that. Like, they're like, Anna, why did you make a video about that? I was like, well, did you watch the video? I explained why I made the video about it. And it's like I like how you don't watch my content, but you're upset now because I'm making a video about this thing. It's like, it's weird. People are strange the way that they like the things that bother them, things they want explanations for. But so I was like, all right, well, I've been kind of following the story. I went to the Lego store and I talked to the people there because as much as people want to say, oh, ha, 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 if somebody works in retail, they don't know anything. The people in retail have the product months and months before the things get released. I mean, heck, when I was, in high school and in college, I had retail jobs. And I remember when I was working, part-time for like Disney for a little bit, I mean, I saw all of like the merch for The Force Awakens before anyone saw it. And so it was like, I mean, if this person that I'm talking to is right, which they were, they said, oh, it's not Slave One because, they're going to have toys. What is it? Let's see. You're living up to your name. I am, aren't I? And so I was like, yeah, they just named it the class of the ship. Right. And so I did a video on that, and people were like, why did you do a video on that originally? And then I followed up because another article came out saying, oh yeah, that is what they're going to name it. And then all of a sudden now people are finding out about it. I was like, this is old news. This is old news. Where the heck were you? Apparently I'm the only one that follows Star Wars stuff. So actually, I figured there's this new thing, which I broke the news again today, guys. Breaking news. Nobody knew about this, or at least I didn't see anyone. This wonderful new Star Wars character. And I was like, people were like, is this real? I was like, it's on the Star Wars website. Am I the only one that checks this? Am I the only one that somewhat cares about Star Wars? I guess so. But so yeah, meet Sylvestri Yarrow. They haven't made an animatic for it, to be fair. But so this wonderful character, I came across it because as you know, this lady who has me blocked on Twitter, she, oh my goodness, so she did an interview about her book with this lady who was the one who is a so-called Star Wars lore expert. She had to explain that in her opening blog post, I guess, where she was trying to say a Star Wars lore expert explains how Darth Sidious was able to survive, and that's why he's in the Rise of Skywalker. Let me grab this super chat. Armor God, thank you for the super chat. Is the Cecil Meister still alive? Yes, he is still alive. I have heard from them. He's just on vacation, but thank you for the super chat. I sincerely appreciate it. Let's see. Borg Pork, thanks for the super chat, dude. Anna, did you see the video I was talking about? No. Shit, I keep forgetting. Let me know in the regular chat and I will take a screenshot. Okay, so I have a couple topics we can talk about. I can read you this whole interview thing from this lady. Or we can go through this article that I found, which was the name of the title of this stream, which is 6 Star Wars comics reveals that enhance the original trilogy. So which one do you guys want? Do you guys want 6 Star Wars comics that reveal, or 6 Star Wars comics reveals that enhance the original trilogy? Or do you want me to go into the Justina Ireland interview? Which one? I'd rather not. I know. It's going to be torture. I know. Enhanced Dr. Coffin Nails. I know. Puke. Gross. Let's see. Oh, the Spider-Man trailer. I was going to do a video on that. I recorded it. I have it. I don't know if I'll get struck for it or not, but you never know, right? You never ever know. The interview. Okay, the Justina Ireland interview. All right, I'm going to play for you. I want you guys to remember who this woman is, right? Okay. So this is who this woman is. I found this interview of her. So I'm going to play this for you guys. So remember all of this that I'm about to play for you before. Oh, you know what? I'm not sharing audio. Okay, let me redo that. So remember all of this before, what should we call it? All of this stuff before I start playing the or reading the interview. So here we. This is the lady writing Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen.
I was just wondering, where do you get your inspiration from when you're writing?
I'm really angry. So angry. And the world just keeps giving me more inspiration. For a lot of things, my inspiration is what makes me move. And what makes me move is rage. Other people it's love. Other people it's just telling a story. So like I don't like read long books unless they like really pull me in. And I tend to read, when I read historical fiction, I tend to read it for perspectives that you don't get in the classroom, or you don't get like every time like 4th of July comes around. I'm like, I don't need another story about George Washington, right? Like, I know what the dude did. Like, we get it, George. But I think like I really want to know like those perspectives that we haven't heard traditionally through history. I was in college the first time I realized that like history wasn't all just like white dudes. I was like, oh crap, there are other people there too. Thanks, Howard Zinn. Look, historians do it all the time, man. Like all your history books are like the story that some dude decided was the truth, right? So like, okay, so like my undergrad is in history, and like I almost finished a master's in history, and then I went and did an MFA instead because thank you, because that's what I do with my life. I never finish things. But the thing about history is it's all about people, and it's all about people reacting to the events of the time. And if you know people and the people mindset of that time, you can change history to say whatever you want it to be. Like, I didn't know until this year that the Civil War was not about slavery. Like, that's amazing, guys. Like, all this time I thought it was about slavery. It's about economics, apparently, even in case, or states' rights, one of those two.
Outstanding intelligence right there. So yeah, that's the woman that they picked to write Star Wars. Also, I did not think that, me, not a history major, I didn't think that I would ever have to say this to someone.
I was just wondering,
Oh,
where do you get your
Jesus, don't play it again. But economics. Well, let's look at the southern states during pre-Civil War. What did their economy rely on? Oh yeah, they huge cotton exports, right? Okay, who picked the cotton? Who was their entire economy based on? Oh my God, that's right. Having slaves. That's why the South didn't want to get rid of slavery, because they relied on them for their income because they had free labor. Holy shit, mind blown. So yes, it was about slavery. So yeah, that is the lady that's writing Star Wars. So just take that in mind as we get into this interview, because I guess you guys would rather me. You want me to read this interview by her? Which, a reminder, this lady that's interviewing her, Emily, whose name I cannot remember, she is the Star Wars lore expert, self-proclaimed Star Wars lore expert, that knows absolutely nothing about Star Wars. Also, Jeff the Killer, thank you for the super chat, even though you didn't say anything. Thank you. All right, now, take in mind, everyone, I'm severely dyslexic before I get into this. So this is spoiler talk. Justina Ireland shines a light on Out of the Shadows. The author goes deep with StarWars.com about her new book and continuation of the High Republic series. Okay, here we go. A spoiler warning. This article discusses details and plot points from Star Wars High Republic Out of the Shadows. I'm sure we're all clutching our pearls there. Let me fix this real fast. Oh my goodness. Do you guys hear Tulip barking like crazy? Okay. Here we go. Justina Ireland, Star Wars, The High Republic, Out of the Shadows debuted last month, marking the second release in a new wave of High Republic stories. Also, I'm going to post this link in the chat if you guys want to follow along with me. Here you guys go. If you guys ever want Star Wars news, I swear, just go look at StarWars.com. This is where all this stuff comes from. Okay, this young adult novel brings back some familiar faces like the Master Padawan duo Venestra Rowe and Imari Cantorus, but also introduces new characters into the era like the protagonist Silvestri Yarrow, which is this. This is Silvestri Yarrow. So this is a brand new character. A lot of people are saying it's a self-insert, and then a lot of other people are saying it's like, where is it? Oh, this chick from Solo. So I was like, yeah, it looks a lot like the chick from Solo. But, creativity is dead with these people. Also, guys, there is over 200 people here. Please, oh, I got the hiccups. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. Right. But also introduces new characters into the era, like, before the Republic can even catch a break following the tragedy at the Republic Fair. The Nile are once again up to no good. Remember, the Nile are the bad guys that use gas to knock out their victims. It's like, if only they had gas masks as this. If only, one of the most iconic characters in Star Wars, I think that he would probably be fine. Let me see, where is that character? Oh, do I want to? Okay, I'll just grab. Do I have any that aren't like stuck? I pulled out an action figure the other day and it knocked everything over. Who's this? I can't use him. Who's got a fucking mask next to me? Fuck it. I'll just grab this. So, this is Luke Skywalker, but I couldn't find the Darth Vader that this belonged to, but it's like, oh my gosh, it's almost as if they don't have masks in the Star Wars universe that could like filter out smoke and stuff. It's almost as if I had the mask for this one that it could work, but whatever, that doesn't exist. It's almost as if They don't have these things called droids that wouldn't get affected by toxic gas to organic life forms, but that's what the Nile use. They send toxic gas to their victims, and then they kill them and take everything. But also, it's like, well, the Republic is, it straight up says in all of those little animatics that the Republic is encroaching on their space. And so the Republic is expanding, and so they're going into parts of the galaxy that were formerly unknown to them, and they're taking over this space. So it's like, so the Nile are defending their home from foreign invaders. All right, so they're terrible. My connection sucks. Oh no! It looks fine on my screen. It looks completely fine. But whatever. Yeah, bad fan fiction. No fucking shit, dude. No shit, it is. All right, so let's see. The Nile are once again up to no good. This time with a gravity well projector. After Silvestri and her crew, the ship, the Switchback, that's the name of her ship, is the Switchback, are yanked out of hyperspace and forced to abandon ship. Sylvie inadvertently uncovers that the Nile are creating a super weapon, and worse, her thought to be dead mother is the lead scientist on the project. Oh no! Now that we've had some time to read and think about Out of the Shadows, StarWars.com spoke with Justina Ireland for a spoiler-filled dive into all the mischief and deceit in her new book. If you've yet to read Out of the Shadows, feel free to check out StarWars.com spoiler-free kickoff interview with Ireland. Oh my. Well, we're going to read the spoiler-filled one. Why are there A's in the chat? But thank you. Thank you for the A's. I don't know what they're for. Press A. Oh. Aw, thank you, Force Ghost Fabio. That was kind. All right. Here we go. This sounds like Rogue One all over again. Yeah, no shit. They were... It's impossible for them to come up with anything original. And you know what's sad is, you know that these people know nothing about Star Wars is because that is basically part of, you know, some plot points in Rogue One, but also the fact that they're completely unaware, because I read through this interview, and one of the things Justina says is that, oh, well, this has never been done before. It's like, I've never seen something like this before. And it's like, oh my God, sweet Jesus, no. All right, here we go. StarWars.com. Let's get into the spoilers of Out of the Shadows right out of the gate. The book opens with Silvestri Yarrow and her crew of the Switchback being pulled out of hyperspace and having to abandon ship. Talk to me about writing that sequence. Justina Ireland. I always know that if you're going to, that's not how she talks, but I'm not going to imitate how she talks, going to introduce a new character in Star Wars, you do it up front. There's no more jarring than being 2/3 through a book and someone's like, new character. So let's just start with our regular old human pilot. I've always been fascinated with this idea of a gravity well projectors that can kick a ship out of hyperspace. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that this is something that's been fascinating her, that she's thought about for days and months on end. I highly doubt that. You have to assume that anything the Empire did in the original trilogy had been in research for years, maybe millennia, because that's how our world works. Cell phones, okay, here's the thing. That's how our world works, yes. Where is Star Wars? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Crazy. Cell phones didn't just start with a cell phone. It's not like someone someday was like, you know, would be great, a way to talk that fits in your pocket. Well, I mean, somebody did. That man was, you know, Gene Roddenberry, and there was communicators in Star Trek. But I mean, yeah, as far as like just making it, yeah, I get it. We didn't immediately have that technology, but it's like, you know, come on. It just blows my mind. And then cell phones. We had old school phones, rotary phones, and then we had digital phones. And it was really exciting when people did call forwarding and you could do 2-line calling. And then eventually we got cell phones. So I've always wondered what the baby steps were that the Empire took to get to things like the Death Star or gravity well projectors, or even the tracking technology we see the First Order use in the sequel trilogy. Well, I'd hate to break it to you, but I mean, this kind of stuff, I go play KOTOR again. There is so much Star Wars lore out there, and you would think that she's being interviewed by Disney Star Wars's lore expert, right? Like this, when this lady Emily writes her articles, she gives a little intro about how she is a Star Wars lore expert. So you would think that a Star Wars lore expert would point out, well, you do realize that there's this thing called KOTOR. And if you go all the way back to the Knights Republic era, they did have a lot of this technology already. It just, there's, little things that change as time goes on. So, I mean, if you knew anything about Star Wars, and then this is their big reveal. But did you guys notice, and I pointed this out earlier, that they didn't really do because before, when they were announcing all of their new Star Wars characters, that was like the thing. And I even went and I Googled this character because I wanted to find like a little backstory, and they don't have anything for her. It's literally just this interview and like a few times that she's mentioned in other interviews and books. So it's like, they're really not, they're trying to not highlight these things like they would have before. El Bandito de Jovas, thank you for the super chat. Hola, hola, sta chica de Star Wars. Why, buenas noches. Hello. I don't speak Spanish, so I apologize. I apologize. I got through that pretty well, though. All right, so let's get back to this. So yeah, this is their big, and I'll get the picture that I have up here on Twitter so it's easier for you guys to see. So that was their big announcement for this character. They didn't take any time. They didn't highlight this character in any other way. They made no other formal announcements like they did with all of the other characters, which it's like, aren't you guys all about like diversity? And it's like you put Avar Chris, who's like a white woman, which they all consider bad. It's like, okay, well, you gave her front and center, but then you just kind of swipe this character under the bus. It's almost as if you don't really care about any of your new characters and you don't care about the High Republic, right? Let me try to see on a different, let me go try to pull up the Disney Star Wars page and see if this is up there. Let's just look at the Star Wars channel. It depends about when I type in Star Wars, it doesn't take me to the official Star Wars channel. I wonder why. Okay, let's see. Is there an animatic for this character? Oh my God, there's not. Whoa, how shocking. Yeah, the last animatic came out 4 months ago, and it has an 18% approval rating. Not very good. I would be embarrassed. So. Let me get a drink real fast. So yeah, no highlighting of this character of any kind. They released this concept art, which I did notice was by a completely different artist than the one that was doing the other ones. I was like, oh. And you know what sucks is they don't even allow the artists to like leave their signature. Most, if you are doing concept art, you are usually allowed to have like some kind of signature put in there because you want people to see that. Unless you are working for the company and, it's just the stamp of this is Star Wars, which maybe is going on with this, but yeah, I can tell that they really care about this character, considering they didn't do anything to highlight it aside from throwing this in. I wasn't expecting to see this character design in this article, and that's why when I posted this on Twitter, people were like, "Is that real?" I'm like, "Yep, it's real. It's fucking real." All right, let's finish reading her answer to this question. That was really where I wanted to start. I thought, what would be more jarring to a pilot than being kicked out of hyperspace? Oh my God. It's like a car crash. Because everything they know about hyperspace is like you're in time and space bubble of you. When you come out, you're in real space. But when you're in hyperspace, nothing can touch you. If you're already having a bad day like Silvestri was, and something that's supposed to be impossible does happen, you're just like, what the hell? I wanted to start with that high tension, high anxiety moment with Sly that for her is the inciting incident. I like how she's trying to use like screenwriting terminology. It's like she read Save the Cat, right? And so now she's using the terminology from that book in this interview. Josh, oh my gosh. Oh, that's a funny name. Thank you for the super chat. So creators want to replace heroes for the sin of what? Not being black seems shows will only take and destroy things, never create. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know this woman's politics. I mean, I'm sure you can assume political leanings, but I mean, I don't really like to get their political background behind or, what I don't know anything about this woman's politics, and nor do I care. I don't really think that has to do with your ability to write a story. It's like, I don't know what Beethoven's politics were, right? I have no idea. I don't care either. So I don't think that has anything to do with his ability to, compose things. And just like her, I mean, she did that that interview that I showed of her where she was talking about her her education and how she doesn't finish things and how she doesn't finish reading books and stuff. And it's like, well, I just feel like all of these people, like, they should literally just hire a super fan and have that super fan hire their other super fan friends, and each person that is in charge of writing anything in Disney Star Wars, have that person have a direct phone line to that person, and whenever they have a question, call them. Be like that. And unfortunately, they kind of do have that person, and that person is Pablo Hidalgo, which is absolutely terrible for them, which is why they get so much shit wrong about Star Wars. But it's like, even this whole thing. Okay, so I know people get on my case for this because I always like bring up Star Trek points, but I mean, if you really wanted to do something like this, it has been done before in other sci-fi genres, and a really good one would be to go watch Star Trek and go check that out. But they won't do that. They have no interest. Wolfie, thank you for the super chat. The story of Cade Skywalker and Darth Krayt will always be the true sequel trilogy in my eyes. Check it out if you haven't yet. I have do I have one of them action figures up here? I have like a bunch of expanded universe action figures. I feel like I know a lot more about what happens prior to the prequels than I do about what comes after, because it's kind of harder to find. But I do have some. I have some, and they're always like random little things. But yeah, who is it that's like loves that character? I think it's Lethal Lightning. I think Lethal Lightning likes Cade Skywalker. Is that, am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I feel like I just spend all my time yelling at him to get me a freaking koala. Let's see. But all of those stories are vastly better than anything Disney Star Wars has come up with, because all of the expanded universe, the thing with that is that it was people that they love Star Wars and they wanted to tell these stories about these characters in this universe, and it was that passion project, right? It wasn't where they're just doing it. Well, I'm sure that, the people back then, they wanted a paycheck too, but it's not, this is just virtue signaling. These people don't care about Star Wars, because if your exciting incident is that they got kicked out of, oh my God, they had car trouble. It's like, yeah, Han Solo had fucking car trouble too in Empire Strikes Back. Right? That's why he's in half of the situations he's in that movie, is because there's a problem with hyperdrive. Oh my God. So this is the brand new thing. It's like, okay, so you had a hot problem with hyperspace. Yes, I know that's not hyperdrive, but it's like you just have the exact same basic premise, is that, okay, there's car trouble, which is why they're in this situation. But if you're only, and then that's when the real problem presents itself. It's like, okay, shit hit the fan, you got a flat tire, you're stuck in this situation, and the bad guys are there. Okay, that's a common trope throughout a lot of movies, where shit hits the fan, it doesn't go the way that the main characters or the protagonist wants, and so they're stuck in this bad situation. And then the next thing happens. So the way that this is going, it's sounding like that's the bad thing that happens in this book, as compared to, this is one of the things, and then the bad stuff happens. It's like, what are they even doing? Anyways, let's get back into this. Oh, let me read this real fast. El Bandito de Juves. Koalas are illegal to keep as pets outside of Australia, but they are cuter animals. For instance, you can tame wild chipmunks with food. Shush. Shush, shush, shush. I totally don't want a real koala bear. Wink, 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 wink. Okay, anyways, let me finish this. I feel like this is going to be a long stream of me going through this. Also, everyone, there's over 300 people watching. Thank you so much for being here. I know like everyone is streaming tonight, so I appreciate you guys spending time with me. Please smash the like button if you haven't already. That would be awesome of you. And yes, I did do a stream earlier today, so if my energy is a little bit lower, I'm trying to keep it up. I took a little break. I had some dinner, which was great. I made me and Peach's steak with fruit and pasta. It was great. And then I took my little puppy princess for a walk, and got back here, so I rejuvenated. I'm getting the caffeine, so it's got the bubbles, making my tummy be all alive, so I don't fall asleep. And yeah, it's good. Anyways, who else is streaming tonight? Everyone. I looked on my streaming thing. Everyone is streaming. I'm like, Jesus. I guess it's a popular streaming night. But anyways, oh, what's up, Sav? Everyone say hi to Sav. Everyone say hi. Sav. All right, so let's get back into this. Anyways, as I go on to other tangents, but here we go. Like Silvestri was, and something that's supposed to be impossible does happen. You're just like, what the hell? I wanted to start with that high tension, high anxiety moment with Sly. That for her is the inciting incident. That's what sets her off on her journey. It happens that we get that in the prologue, so everybody knows she's going to be here. She's going to be part of the story. It's not just going to be another Vanestra Rowe and Imari story. All right, so who cares about the main characters? Let's get this brand new one going. StarWars.com. The opening. I mean, so is this not the Emily chick interviewing her? Or is it just somebody from StarWars.com? I don't know. Why are the words so little? Do you guys want me to be like this? Do you guys want to be like that so you guys can read? Or do you guys want to see my facial expressions as I read it? Let's see. Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Do you guys want this one? Or do you guys want this one? I guess this is 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to read it like this, or 2 in the chat if you want me to read it like this. Pick one. I think I put this in the, I'll put this in the chat again if you guys want to read along. Anna's screen. Okay. Okay, everyone put a 1. All right. You guys can see me roll my eyes. You guys can see me roll my eyes for that. All right, so here we go. The opening immediately brings forward the mystery of the novel, which is what is happening in this sector of space? How is this happening? And for those who've read Out of the Shadows, we know that the Tempest Runner, Lorna D., who wrote these names, has facilitated the creation of this super weapon called the Gravity's Heart. Dun, 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 dun. Talk readers through Lorna D's mischievousness in the book. Justina Ireland. Okay, this is kind of how she gets on her little tangent about how she doesn't like capitalism. So I got the super chat from earlier. I guess they already read this. Okay, so here we go. Justina Ireland. Yeah, it's like plots on plots on plots, laughs. She does that too. She likes it. She uses like all the time, which I'm now catching myself doing. But so yes, gravity, really Gravity's Heart. I know. And you guys want to know what Gravity's Heart is? It's a machine that does something with gravity, because they don't explain it very well, that pulls people out of hyperspace. That is the big bad weapon. Imagine. Oh yeah, this is the woman that invented hyperspace tripping, which I did cover as well. I didn't see anyone else cover that. It's like, it's because nobody cares about Star Wars. Those videos get terrible views, but I mean, I'm not Star Wars girl. I'm like, I'm going to talk about this because I don't think that this is right. I think that this is wrong. I think it's people working on Star Wars that don't like Star Wars, and I'm going to continue to call it out. But and it's like I want to talk about this because who else am I going to talk about this with, right? I can go talk to my boyfriend as much as I want, and he's just like, oh, that's interesting, babe. And I can go to call my mom. She's like, Anna, it's just a movie. And I'm like, Mom, you don't understand. I can talk to my friends, but even then they're just like, oh, okay. It's like, it's hard. It's really hard. So it's like, I got to vent to my people, which are you guys, because you guys get me. You guys get my frustration, right? All right. So let's get back into this. Okay. Let me try this. Yeah. It's like plots on plots on plots. Lorna D's not dumb. She's a survivor. Let's Google. Do they have an image for Lorna D? Let me try it in this Star Wars search engine. Paste. Let's see. Does she have a? Oh, it's this person. Lorna D. Oh, so this is a chick. The big bad of the Nile. This is supposed to be a girl. What? I guess it's like a Twi'lek, right? Oh my goodness, it is. It's a girl. They made it look like a dude. All right. All right, here, let's go on Google. You guys like my tulips background? My tulips background is tulips. It's like my princess. Ruben Wilson, thank you for the super chat. It says hand. Interesting. Thank you. All right, so okay. Oh, I guess we knew it was a girl. Oh, okay, that's a different image than I saw. All right, so we knew that this one was a chick. Oh, is this another one? Oh, is that a fixed one? That one looks better. Her hair looks nice in that one. And it actually looks like a chick's face. It's like Pocahontas inspired. Okay, so this is this chick. What the heck is this? Let me see. What? No, scroll over. Scroll over. What? Is that supposed to be like a Mando helmet? It's like supersize me all the way. Anyways, let's get back to this. Lorna D is not dumb. She's a survivor. Could you imagine you're the bad guy and your name is Lorna D? Really? Lorna D. All right. All right, here we go. Darth Feminist. Oh, really? Is she? Oh, God. Okay, here we go. She's a survivor. Even though Marcinio Rowe might be thinking 4 steps forward, Lorna D is thinking 10 steps ahead. Okay, so so this is the bad guy, right? They did the whole animatic about this dude. Oh, so the woman is better? Oh my God, of course she is. Even though they marketed that they're led by this dude, Macchio Rowe. She is the better one because she's thinking a billion times ahead. Oh my gosh. Hashtag the force is female. Hashtag slay queen. Yes. That's what they're doing here. All right. If you like Lorna D in Out of the Shadows, you really have to pick up Cav Scott's The Tempest Runner audio, which is not out yet. But guess what? This dude blocked me on Twitter and lied about me because I didn't know that he had a Twitter. And then I found out he had a Twitter because I was blocked and because people were like retweeting something. And I always do this on Twitter is I see it and I can't see what they tweeted. And so I'm like, hey, and I click on like the link because there's always like a little thing and it shows me their page and it just says you're blocked. And I'm like, hey, I'm blocked. What does it say? And it's like a joke now. It's like how many times can Anna do that? It's like I'm blocked by 90% of Twitter at this point. But I found out I was blocked and I think I have the screenshot somewhere, but he was basically saying like without naming my name, he's like, yes, I blocked certain people because they come into my mentions and they start fights and they make homophobic slurs and stuff like that. And I was like, I didn't know who you were until I found out I was blocked. And also, I don't start fights on Twitter. People start fights with me. I post something on my timeline and people lose their fucking minds. They come into my mentions. So it's like, excuse you, don't even start with me. But he blocked me anyways. So I was like, ooh, alpha male energy right there. Bart Silverstein, thank you for the super chat. Which name, with a name like that, will she have an L on the forehead of her helmet? I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I know. What was it, like Marie from the Aristocats? Lady doesn't start fights, but she can finish them. That was a terrible little accent. I was always Berlioz. Me and my sisters, we always did that when we watched movies. So we would call like characters. And the Aristocats was perfect because that was literally us. I'm Berlioz, the little black kitten with like the red bow tie. Ellen was Toulouse, the little orange one. And then Emily was Marie. And so like that was perfect. But yeah, it makes me sad. Anyways, let's get back to this. We talked about the storytelling there. And even when I was writing Out of the Shadows, we were talking back and forth about Lorna D and what was going on in the Rising Storm. I also think it's really cool to see how families that are wealthy don't necessarily have clean hands. Oh, lovely. So yes, this is the part where she's like, oh yeah, if you're rich, you're kind of dirty. It's like, what about people that were like born into wealth? Or also, it's like, what about, I mean, yeah, I know that is kind of a stereotype that, rich people get into badness, but let's keep reading because it's like, girl, you're really not one to talk considering you're working for the mouse and the people that you're working for, let's see. Okay, here we go. That was the part of the storytelling. I was like, who's going to fund this super weapon? Oh, this part is ridiculous. When I was a kid watching G.I. Joe, I was like, where's Cobra getting his money from? They're always like, this doomsday device uses lava and ice crystal and deep sea water, and we're going to destroy cities and turn them into miniatures. And I was like, cool. Who's paying these scientists? I highly doubt any child said this. I can understand if she's like watching like her niece or nephew or like she's watching her friend's kid and they're doing that and she as an adult is having these questions. But it's like, okay, let me just explain something to you. Where do bad guys get money? Well, what do bad guys do to get money? is there that concept of like stealing and robbery? Those are usually associated with bad guys, right? Yeah, okay. And then also like exploiting people for maybe, I don't know, third world countries and getting them to do like labor for basically nothing and just, again, exploiting people. Also in a big galaxy where you can find a planet that has all of these resources and has, an underdeveloped society, and using your big brute strength to intimidate them into doing the work for you so that way you don't kill them. It's almost like you can extort things, but I don't know. It's kind of like where do bad guys get money? Oh yeah, they're fucking bad guys. They do bad things and that's how they get their money. They could go and kill a bunch of people and get their money. It's like, really? Is it that hard of a concept? Apparently it is. Apparently it is a fucking rocket scientist, some people, but whatever. Yeah, here you go. Exactly, Delta. Extortion, theft, human trafficking, most likely. Exactly. Because they gotta eat. So that was part of the thing. Do they gotta eat? Do you think they're gonna feed all them people? Stephen Lantro, thank you, super chat. Lorna D and D Rami, Lorna D and Do Rami, the Sock Master and Artificial Gravity Well. Star Wars is saved, I guess. Yeah. It's not fun. Let's see. Yes, Cobra has many operations, legitimate in other ways. But see, that's exactly what I was saying. It's like, I don't think she actually watched G.I. Joe. I think she was babysitting someone else's child that was watching it. And she's just like, what? Because kids don't think about that kind of stuff. They have no concept of like money or how the world works because they're kids. They're kids. I remember being a kid saying like that the president of the United States should be a kid because everything would be better. And my parents thought they're like, Anna, that's not how the world works. I'm like, exactly, that's not. Let's make it work. Let's put a kid in charge and the kids will all get free toys. Like that was the kind of stuff that kids think about, All right, here we go. So that was part of the thing. Who does Lorna know? What are her connections? Who is she? I know who she is because Cav and I talked about it, but this is kind of the beginning. What is Lorna D about? Because in Light of the Jedi, she's just kind of there in the background. She's kind of that chick. And now it's like, oh, Lorna D is making moves, and that's really cool. And I really wanted to have this. It's not even a prototype. It's like prototype of something we're going to see later in the storytelling. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. How exciting. All right. Next question. Take a drink break. Ruben Wilson, thank you for the super chat. Show me the money. Well, maybe we'll get an explanation on this, but the way that this chick does things, I don't think we're going to get very much. She it's like she's intelligent, but there's like a level that she's not breaking past, which again, as an author, if she would have actually read more books and maybe sat through college and actually got a degree, maybe it would be a little bit different. Or honestly, I feel like all of these people that do these kind of things, they need to take a business class, right? I had to take a business class in college, and honestly, that was probably the most beneficial class that I took to my career, because without that I wouldn't know how to do anything, right? I feel like 2 classes that were absolutely crucial. Was a public speaking class that taught me how to stop rambling as much, which obviously I'm still struggling with, but it was a public speaking class, and it was basically how to present as an artist, how to pitch your creative ideas to somebody that has no creative mindset whatsoever. So it's like a person that only sees numbers, only, stockholders this, stockholders that, or shareholders that, like completely left brain, and how you were supposed to get them to give you money to make your movie, animation, video game, etc. And so that was a very beneficial class as far as how to, present and speak to somebody that does not really understand what it is that you're trying to convey. And then also just a intro to business class, just kind of breaking that stuff down and understanding how things work. And so I feel like if any of these people did that on any level, or if they actually tried to create their own business and run it, they would, I do ramble on. I know I still do. I feel like I've gotten worse because of live streaming. No offense. I love you guys, but I feel like live streaming, I tend to like get distracted and go off as compared to if I was giving a presentation. It's a little bit different, especially when I'm giving like a very formal presentation and I'm trying to pitch something to people. Let's see. Did I read this one? I think I did read that one. Did I see another one come up? Oh, here we go. Julian Reyes, thank you for the hello, first super chat to the channel. Oh, thank you. Did we already talk about the teaser, the Spider-Man teaser trailer? I kind of mentioned it that I did like a screen recording because I knew it was going to get taken off the internet. I haven't talked about it. I mean, if you guys want, I can do a video on it. I just really don't care about Marvel anymore. After Endgame, I'm like, I don't really care, you know? So I don't know. I guess I can talk about it later, but I'm going to try to finish this this interview first, if you guys don't mind. Also, guys, there's over 300 people here. Please smash the like button, please, and thank you. It'd be awesome of you. All right, let's get back into this. Oh, the trailer dropped? It's not just the spoiler or the leak of the trailer? The trailer actually came out? All right. Maybe they released it early because of the leak. I don't know. It looks good, Anna. Okay, I'll take a look. I'll take a look after I'm done with this live stream then. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me finish reading this. In relation to Gravity's Heart, the devastating part is that Chansey Yarrow, Sly's thought-to-be-dead mother, is actually working with the Nile to create this machine. Why did she opt to fake her death instead of inviting Sly along from the beginning? Do you think she had invited Sly along from the beginning, things would have gone differently? Or do you think Chansey now she had fake... Do you mean knew? You didn't even spell this right? Or did you think Chansey knew she had to fake her death to get away with it? Typo! That's bad when I catch it. Look, I'm going to make it bigger. Look, she did it wrong. Or did Chansey know she had to fake her death? Oh, did I not do it? Did I do it wrong? Is it supposed to be no? Let me read that again. Or did Chansey know she had to fake her death to get away with it? I feel like it sounds better if she had to say knew. I don't know. Or did Chansey... Okay, I guess I am wrong. I don't know. Brain fart. Anyways. I don't know. I feel like it would be better if it was me. Or did Chansey... Yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm having a brain fart. I failed. See what happens? Justina Ireland. I think Chansey knows her daughter well enough that Sly, for all her lapse in judgment, would never willingly join with the Nile. It's really why it's important to have Nan's point of view in the story as well, because what drives someone to hitch their wagon to the start, especially when the star is murdering, pillaging, and leaving everywhere you go in smoldering ruin. It's like what makes you think, yeah, that's a group I'm going to hang out with. So I think for Chansey, it was really about trying to give Sly the opportunity to see this is how bad it is when you're by yourself and trying to make a go of it. Now, Sly knows Chansey's not exactly happy to be with the Nile, but you can come hang out and do this as well. There's an opportunity here. Of course, Sly is going to say no because she's not a monster. Again, this is the plot of Rogue One. Like, to a fucking T, this is a plot of Rogue One. But whatever. There's also that weird thing where you don't necessarily see your parents as adults until you're an adult, and a lot of this is questioning their choices, right? Wait, what? Who doesn't see their parents as an adult? I mean, that's one of the things as a kid. It's like, yeah, my parent is a grown-up, you know? I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to me. But whatever. Let's see. It's a circle of life. When I got older, I started questioning my parents' choices. When my daughter gets older, she'll start questioning my choices. Oh, she does have a kid. And I think that's how you make your own identity. And for Sly, a lot of it is stepping away from what her mother has done and what her mother has built and asking, what does she know? What did she know? What was purposeful and what's a lie? And how much is her just saying it's because it's the convenient thing to say? Isn't that what kids ask their parents from the very beginning? I don't know. Yeah, see, the hardest thing is getting your parents to see you as an adult. Exactly. Anna's pixelated. I know. I just saw my thing go all weird. I don't know what's going on, but that's unfortunate. Hopefully it gets back. But yeah, I feel like this is kind of a reverse statement, but I don't know. This lady doesn't exactly seem like the most sound-minded individual. StarWars.com, another driving factor of the book is that Venestra's visions. Oh, this is the force tripping chick. If you guys didn't see my video, in this book, it is introduced that there is this character called Venestra Rowe who has force tripping abilities, which is basically she just gets visions. Like that's all it is. But they wanted to name it something else. She calls it tripping. Oh my god, I'm tripping, you know? And so what it is that when they're traveling through hyperspace, she can see the place that they're going. It's like, okay, so you have visions. That's what it is. You just have visions. But no, it's in this it's called force tripping. It's another retcon thing that they're trying to do, and it's stupid. Let's see. Another driving factor of the book is that Venestra's visions she experiences in hyperspace. We know she used to have them in the past, and now they've returned. Can you walk readers through how these visions work and what they ultimately mean in the context of Out of the Shadows? Okay. For Venestra, when she was younger as a Padawan, she had these hyperspace visions. If you're like me, if I get on a train, I'm probably going to nod off. In a train, in a car, I always feel a little sleepy. I actually get this way too. The second I'm in like motion, if I'm not driving the vehicle, I am knocked out. Kind of get the weird state of not quite sleepy, not quite awake. For Venestra, when she hits when she's sleeping in hyperspace, she starts to have these visions. I wanted to play around with this idea that perhaps hyperspace is another aspect of the Force, but, well, okay. What is the Force? It's an energy source that binds the universe together. So, yes, hyperspace would already be part of the Force. Let's see. Want to hyperspace another aspect of the Force, but I also didn't want it to be that didactic. Did I say that right? Didactic. Bleh, I can't speak today. Okay, so basically what it is that these being in hyperspace is what triggers her visions, right? So Anakin, when he's sleeping and he has like the nightmares, like that's always was for Anakin, is he goes to sleep and he has nightmares, which is he has the Force visions of his mother dying and then of Padme dying, which, you know, deduce. It's not deduce, it's didact. It's didact. Yeah. Here, I'll show you. It's like big. See, didact? Didact. See, that's the word. That's the word. Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that that's force tripping. Oh, yeah. And this is Venestra. But look at the difference between the way that this one is drawn versus this chick. It's obviously a different artist, right? So, yeah. A little bit different. All right, so let's get back into this. Also, this is the character that's the bestest ever. Didactic. Okay, so I did kind of say it right. I guess one of those times I might have said it right. But anyways, this is the chick that is the bestest ever. She was the youngest person ever to become a Jedi Knight. She is a prodigy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Mary Sue from the beginning. Everyone's always like, Vern is a prodigy, but what makes her special? What makes her different? What did Stellan see in her to have her elevated so early that maybe we haven't seen yet? So for Venestra, these hyperspace visions are something she doesn't necessarily feel comfortable with because it is so weird. Jedi have visions. El Bandito Juves, things. Didactic means intended to teach a lesson. I guess I could have Googled that. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense in context. I was more concerned about the pronunciation. Anyways, Mary Sue personified. Exactly. They're all Mary Sues. That's the problem with this. Okay, here we go. When did Stellan see in her to have her elevated so early that maybe we haven't seen yet? So for Venestra, these hyperspace visions are something she doesn't necessarily feel comfortable with because it is so weird. Jack Nero 99, thank you for the super chat. The Force is a pathway to many trips, some of which are considered to be intoxicating. That's true. That's true. Alcohol would be part of the Force, right? Energy source that binds the galaxy together. Anyways. Let's see. Jedi have visions. Jedi have a little bit of premonitions. They have feelings, instincts, and all these sorts of things. Imari has this great kind of emotional radar or emotional sensitivity, and for Venestra, she doesn't like her ability because it's not like that. Oh my god, this is this woman's sentence, because it's not like that straight and narrow Jedi way of life. You think any of them are? Like, come on. It kind of falls a little bit in this gray area. Yoda says, if you have visions of the future, don't look at them because it's the dark side. It's just the dark side. What? Who said that? What? This is not Master Yoda. Yoda says, if you have visions of the future, don't look at them because it's the dark side. It's just the dark side. When would Yoda ever fucking say that? Where was this written? Like, come on. Was this in the book? Seriously? If you have visions of the future, don't look at them because it's the dark side. It's just the dark side. When did Yoda ever fucking say that? Yeah, that's not what Yoda said. Really? This is a woman that writes for Star Wars, and the person that's interviewing her is a Star Wars lore expert. That's a new interpretation. Well, it's wrong. Like, come on. My head hurts. I actually took Excedrin before this because I was kind of getting a mini headache because I was like mentally preparing myself for this. Yeah. This is what Star Wars has come to, everyone. Let's continue. This hurts. And so I wanted to play with this idea of like, what do visions mean to the Jedi and the Jedi Order? And I feel that should be personal. Some Jedi have visions and are like, wow, now I know where I'm going. I know what I'm going to do. This is great. When? When did that happen? This hurts my brain. I feel like a character like Elzra. Is that how you? That's not how you spell Ezra, but it's Elzra. When he has visions, he's like, let me dig into these. This is amazing. I'm going to live my life by these visions. It's kind of like how some people are like, I love astrology. Oh my God. Okay. If I did a drinking game and I drank every time this woman said like, which now I'm catching myself doing it because I'm reading this, but I get it. It's like a transcription, right? Anyways. And others are like, it's all bullcrap. So I wanted to give Venestra that learning curve because we've all had that thing that we used to do when we were younger, like baton twirling. No one but twirls batons anymore. But when I was a kid, I was like really into baton twirling, and I could throw it up and catch it behind my back and all that kind of stuff. And so every now and again, I'll see someone baton twirling in a marching band and think, wow, I should try that again. And it's like, why would I do that? I don't need to. But I wanted the hyperspace visions to have that for Venestra because I wanted to show how she's grown since she was a Padawan. That was literally like yesterday. She was a Padawan fucking yesterday, right? She's what, 15, 16 years old? Mike Afar, AFR, thanks for that. Will you ever play games on PlayStation 5 on your channel? I don't own a PlayStation 5, so I don't think I can. So, I mean, you kind of need that thing to be able to play that thing. But so, I have an Xbox One. And so, but that's inside. I kind of play, like, I'll use that when I'm playing games inside, which I don't really do. Somebody sent me a capture card, but the capture card isn't compatible with OBS. And so, I was like, it's kind of a pain because then I would have to disconnect one of my monitors, hook it up to whatever gaming system like an Xbox, and then do that with a capture card through OBS. And so it's a little bit difficult. I could probably figure it out if I had tutorials on how to watch it. But what I just do, honestly, is I have Steam. And so I just bought games on Steam. And then I have a Twitch that I'm going to play games on. I promise. I know I haven't streamed on the channel in a year. I was I will play. Honestly, I was talking about this with Sav. I was like, I will play on my Twitch channel tomorrow. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, let me find it. I can link it for you guys. Here we go. Let's go Twitch. There you go. I have all my things right there. So this is my Twitch channel. Yes, it is a picture of Henry Cavill waving. It's funny. I heard that Twitch is like they give priority to chicks, so I was like, I want to kind of fuck with them and see if my profile picture is a dude, but it says that Star Wars girl in the name. I just want to see if anything will happen. So yeah, this is my Twitch channel. I will play a game on it eventually. Because I finished playing KOTOR 2, and I think Ryan was asking me if I was going to play KOTOR 1 again, and I need some kind of patch or something, or some kind of mod to be able to get the KOTOR 1 game to work on Steam with my controller. And so I don't know what that is or how to put that together. But somebody was so nice when I played KOTOR 2. They're like, Anna, you have to play it with the Dark Lord or the Dark Lord Sith Lord expansion pack or the Sith Lord mod. And they sent me a link to it, and they sent me a YouTube video on how to do it, and I did it, and it was perfect, and it was great. And so that's how I played KOTOR 2. But YouTube is like, fuck you when you do live streams. And so I have a live channel where I re-upload all of my live streams. So if you guys are not following me on that Star Wars Go Live, that's where this stream will be re-uploaded to. But I have this channel. I'm going to play games on it eventually because I know one day YouTube will kick the bucket on me and say, fuck you, get off our platform. So it's like, I kind of need to build myself up on different platforms and stuff. So this is my Twitch channel. If you guys want this, Sab, my best friend, I host her, so she's up here too. Got Drunk 3PO, Yellow Flash, Gundam, Vic Mignogna, Ricada, and Mahler. Those are all the people that I host on my channel. So if one of them are playing, which I think is actually pretty cool. If you click on my channel and not playing, it'll show one of them if any of them are live. But so yeah, I will eventually play games on this. I said I was going to do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I will. The games that I have on Steam is I have Jedi Fallen Order, and then I have The Force Unleashed 1 and 2. I was thinking about playing The Force Unleashed next, but because what is it, the other one, the one that I just said that I can't remember the name, the other one, the newer Star Wars one, Fallen Order, that one looks hard. So I was like, let me just play Force Unleashed first, I have those action figures. Where is he? I just showed it. I have an Instagram, and I decided to play action figure trivia, and I took a picture of my action figure. They're like, who is this? And I just put a bunch of names, and obviously this is Star Killer, and I was like, who is this? And everyone's like, oh, Star Killer. And I was like, yeah. It's fun. If you follow me on Instagram, I do that from time to time. But yeah, so that's kind of my plan. This is a funny super chat. El Bandito, thank you for the super chat. Twitch stream fully clothed in a dry kiddie pool. No, I'm not doing that, but thank you for the super chat. No kiddie pool. I don't have any fucking space for that, and I don't want to buy a kiddie pool. I'm too cheap for that. Diano, thank you for the super sticker, and it's a jumping thing. Here's the thing. If I'm going to be playing games on here, guys, I need help. I am not good at playing video games, so I need people to be, backseat gaming? I need your guys' help, because if you ever go back and watch my first playthrough of KOTOR, it was my phone on a tripod pointing at my TV, and I'm just like, what do I do? And you guys all laughed at me, and I screamed, and I was scared because the bad guy started shooting me after I was done. It took me like an hour to make my character. It was absolute hell. Again, I'm not good at video games, so I need help. So if I am going to do that, this is where I'm going to do it, and I need help. Macy Van Dusen, thank you for the super sticker. What does it say? Oh, it's a rose. Oh, thank you, Macy. Also, Jessie, I forgot to text her back because I was in the middle of streaming, but she passed on your message. I have this little guy right here, but thank you for your offer. This actually came all the way from England. So, you guys want to know? Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you a little story. I'll have a little intermission. Okay, so guys, where did Baby Yoda come from? Well, when a mommy Yoda and a daddy Yoda love each other very much, they have a baby Yoda. See? It's a baby Yoda, and it's a mommy Yoda, and it's a daddy Yoda, and then it's a baby Yoda. How cute. And it's almost as if Yaddle was in the Jedi Temple the same time Yoda was. And oh my God, how old is Baby Yoda? Oh my God, he's about 50. same age as Anakin. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's like that's where Baby Yoda came from. Mind blown, right? It's like, oh my god, there just happened to be a male and a female of the two most rarest species in Star Wars, and they're at the same place at the same time, and there's a baby? I wonder where that baby came from. Like, really? Come on. We all know. We all know. Yoda was tapping that. Yoda was getting it. Yeah, I keep them right here on my desk. Just for that. I also have Gandalf. You guys want to see? I got Gandalf on my desk, too. This is from the Burger King, when Burger King actually used to make good toys. I have, like, Galadriel. She's up there. I don't want to reach for her. I'm just surrounded by toys. You guys want to see something cool? So I've been looking for this for years, and then I found it at Star Wars Celebration. It was freaking awesome. I use it to keep my pin, my Wacom pin. You guys want to see? So it's Luke from Empire, and he's in the tank, the Bacta tank. And then I have this little thing was right here because I don't have all of it, and I just put my pin for my Wacom tablet in it. It's cool. I have it right next to my speaker. Let's see. Anyways, yeah. That's just something fun to show you guys. Rattle Shrek, the Gravity Machine is from Rebels. Is it? Am I blanking on it? I haven't watched Rebels in forever. But yeah, if you guys want to see me play video games, if you guys want to help me play video games, if you really, really want to, I'll stream on this, I guess, tonight, which I'm going to regret later. But I can do it. Anyways, yeah. So go follow me on Twitch if you guys want to see me gaming. I'm almost up to 2,000 followers. That's actually pretty cool considering I haven't streamed on here in like a year. So I apologize to everyone for that. But yeah. It's because I was trying to finish KOTOR on this channel, and I did. Let's see. Jack Nero 99 thing was super chat. Just play Dark Souls. It's the best training for Fallen Order. Oh God, is that the one where they all just come and kill you? They all just raid you and kill you. I'm like, ah! I don't want to do that. Yeah, I just need help. If you guys want me to play video games, there has to be people to help me because I am not good. Let's see. El Bandido, thank you for that. Yes, Yoda got it. But that's not where Baby Yoda came from. Baby Yoda came from a desperate need to increase sales revenue. Well, hey, it was smart. They did do that. But no, it's Yoda. I feel like I should play like the sexy time music, and I was like, you know, the let's get it on music, and then it's like him and Yaddle, and then all of a sudden there's a little baby Yoda. Look, he's even the right size. He's a little baby Yoda with his mommy and his daddy. It's just so cute. I really wanted just to make a stop motion video where it's like, where did Baby Yoda came from? It's like Baby Yoda origin story explained, and it's a little stop motion, and it's like and it's like a little stop motion of like when a mommy Yoda and daddy Yoda love each other very much. And then it's like did you guys ever watch that condom commercial with the balloon animals? And it's like the squeaking. And then it's like, then there's a baby Yoda. Maybe one day I'll do it. I think that would be funny. I feel like that would be my video that would break a million views. I think that one could do it. I think that one, if I could figure out how to edit a little bit better, I think that my comedic side might be able to make its way through, right? Yes. Actually, Grogu was a clone from Yoda. No! Stop it! This is perfect. It makes more sense. It's a baby. Stop messing with my theory. My theory is much more funnier. Patrick D, thanks for that. Costco has giant Grogu plushie for sale. I can send you the link. I was actually just at Costco and I saw it, and I did not buy it because I'm like, I'm already getting buried in stuff. I have no room for anything. But thank you. Oh, this is the wrong way. I need to look up here. I think I saw another one. Young Canuck, thank you for super chat. KOTOR is the game that convinced me that video games are works of art. The Revan reveal blew my mind as a kid. Yeah, everyone got to watch me and experience that with me in real time. It did not get spoiled for me, and it was absolutely amazing. And that was so cool because I was like, what? My character. Anyways, it was fucking awesome. And I was surprised that I enjoyed KOTOR 2 even more. KOTOR 2 was fantastic. All right, here we go. Let's get back to this. I'm sorry. I apologize for everyone in advance. Okay. Okay. Vanessa, because I wanted to show she's grown since she was a Padawan. She used to have these visions that used to be a big deal for Stellan, and he would be like, yeah, you should try to work on them as a strength. Oh, so this dude's actually a good teacher. Wow. And Vanessa's like, I don't want to do that. Oh my, what? What? Oh my God. Mary fucking Sue. Mary fucking Sue. He said you should work on that and strengthen them. No, I don't want to do that. That sounds like somebody that they should make a Jedi Knight early, right? Not a Padawan. Oh my God. Now here she is, and they're unavoidable. So for her, she believes in the Force and that she's guided by the Force, and in a way that a lot of Jedi maybe aren't. Like, she's just really, really into the Force. She's like, if the Force was a K-pop band, I'd be all. Oh my. What? Oh my God, did I just read that? What? Holy shit, this is terrible. Oh my God. If the Force was a K-pop band, I'd be all about it. Laughs. This is the prodigy Star Wars character that was the youngest Padawan to ever be made Jedi Knight. Straight up tells her master, no, I don't want to strengthen my Force abilities, and I'm really into the Force like it's a K-pop band. I need that like clip that Cecil always plays where the dude like just walks out the window. Sweet Jesus. This is real. This is somebody that's writing for Star Wars, describing their characters in Star Wars. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. This is embarrassing so bad. It's like a child wrote this. How old is this lady? Let me see. How old is... I get it that this is a young adult novel, but really, let me see. How old is she? It doesn't say. But, oh, listen to this. She is currently pursuing her PhD in English literature. Yeah, I don't know if this woman should be allowed to be called a doctor in literature when this is literally how she's describing. This is terrible. Mentally 8. Yeah, Dr. Coffin-Nails, you're about spot on with that. Yeah, we're talking about Star Wars. Yeah, listen to this. If the Force was a K-pop band, I'd be all about it. At least it's not a rock. You know, I feel like at this point, The Rock was a little bit more creative. I feel like, at this point, you could really stretch it to say that The Rock is kind of a ripoff of what is it? Is it Crying Angels or Fallen Angels? I'm not really a Doctor Who person. If Sav's in the chat, she'll know. The angels that are like this, and every time you like look away, they move closer to you. I feel like The Rock, they could basically say, oh, we're ripping off that, but it's literally just going to be a rock. But this, it's like, no. It's the Jedi Knight that's a prodigy tells her master, no, weeping angels, thank you. No, I don't want to do this thing. I have a gift in the Force, and I don't want to strengthen it. Oh, and now I'm all about the Force. The Force is so cool. It is like, it's a K-pop band. I'm so all about it. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. Sweet Jesus. This hurts my head. All right. We have to continue. See, my Excedrin was not strong enough for this. Macy Anderson, thank you for the super chat. Geode will be the cornerstone of the next movie. I see what you did there. That was funny. Okay, here. So I want to show what it's like when a Jedi is a little out of their comfort zone. A Jedi is a little out of their comfort zone. Okay. So like every Star Wars movie. Do you think Luke Skywalker was in his zone, like in his comfort zone when he went to the Death Star, knowing that he is possibly going to die You think that he was in his comfort zone facing off Darth Vader and the Emperor? No! Do you think Anakin was in his comfort zone when he went to the Jedi Temple to murder all the children? No! Do you think any of them are ever in their comfort zone when they're gonna go fight and like do battle? No! Do you think Yoda was in his comfort zone when he had to fight Count Dooku? No! Give me a fucking break. God, this hurts my head. I need Excedrin. Okay. But also, the visions push her in a direction she normally wouldn't take. And I think that's important for someone who's already good at something, who knows the rights and wrongs, and were to tread the needle. It's really important for them to be outside of their comfort zone. Their comfort zone, because that's when we grow. Oh my God. Shane Keena, thank you for that. Can't we just get back to, the light side and the dark side, the Jedi and the Sith, and stop convoluting literally everything? You would think. I didn't think that was going to be such a hard thing to ask for. I didn't think that would be so difficult, but apparently that is like asking for the biggest fucking diamond in the world, right? It's like that's an impossible request. El Bandito, thank you for the super chat. What style do you think Yoda favors during sexy time? Does he still have the flips and spins, or does he slow it down? Does he use the Force? This is Russell Hall. I finally figured it out. That took me a while. It's because I wasn't really looking at the picture. Russell Hall, that was a good one. I think that's the longest it's ever taken me to guess your alter ego this day. I don't know. You guys can do a poll. Do you guys think Yoda is all romantic, whining and dining, or do you think he's like, let me show you the moves and jumping off the wall? I think that would be more funny. Like if the Yodas are just like crazy and like that would be funny. Christopher Prophet, thank you for the super chat. Good thing I got you the VHS of the original Star Wars. Oh, well, thank you for that. That's actually how I watch Star Wars. I have them all in VHS, and so it's all like the unedited version. So I have like before even they fixed Darth Sidious, like the Emperor, before they changed it out, I watch it with like the OG makeup. And so like last time when Jessie was at my mom's house, we were watching Return of the Jedi, and she's like, oh my gosh, I haven't watched this version in a while. I was like, yeah, this is how I always watch it. But thank you for that. That's very kind of you. Pound down he goes. Oh God. That's funny though. Let's see. And where was I at? Because we have to keep reading, guys. We're not even halfway through this. Just FYI to everyone out there. Just FYI to everyone out there. Unfortunately. Okay, here we go. So I wanted to show what it's like when a Jedi is a little out of their comfort zone, but also the visions push her in a direction she normally wouldn't take. And I think that's important for someone who's already good at something, who knows the rights and wrongs. Did I already read this? Comfort zone, because that's when we grow. When we get out of our comfort zone, that's when we start to grow and change. And for Vanestra, these hyperspace visions really kind of force her to think. Maybe this isn't a bad thing. Maybe this wasn't a bad thing ever. Maybe it's just a thing I need to understand a little bit more and use when I think it's appropriate. Oh my God, it's almost as if she shouldn't have been promoted to Jedi Knight and she should have remained a Padawan because she should have listened to her fucking master who was trying to tell her these things. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like mind-blowing. Oh well. Oh well. All right, here we go. Next question. Let's see if it can get any fucking worse, guys. Any fucking worse. Also, please smash the like button if you haven't already, please. And thank you if you haven't. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, ring those bell for notifications. StarWars.com. Something you were kind of getting at was in relation at the end, or was in relation to in the end of the novel, Mari Stan Tekka provides Vern with a location that Vern decides to keep to herself. She doesn't share it with the Jedi Council in her briefing, and I'm kind of wondering, a couple of Jedi express throughout the book that Vern is young. Do you think that played into why she didn't tell the Council about this location she was given? Well, no fucking shit. Let's see. Yeah, I think that a lot of it is sometimes you have a gut feeling like, I don't know, I'm just going to sit on this until I know what it means. I think for Vernestra, she's about a year or so into her knighthood. I think she realizes that being a Jedi Knight is not the end. It was the goal. She achieved it, but it's not the end. It's only the beginning. I think especially when she had those interactions with Stellan, she doesn't tell him about her light whip either. That's weird. Let's see. Shane Keena, thank you for that. Just watch the deleted scenes from 1 through 6. Some of them should have been included. If I had created rights, I'd polish them up and plug and play. Yeah, there's some deleted scenes that I liked in there. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Let's see. Stellan. Light whip either. And I think for her, it's more about Stellan was her master and he taught her how to be a Jedi, but now she's learning there are other ways to be a Jedi, and she's worried that maybe she's going to disappoint him, but she's also trying to figure out her own place in the order. She has that conversation with Comac where he's like, no one's done you any favors by making you a knight this young. Like, do you understand how hard it is to be a Jedi? And she's like, well, yeah, of course. And he's like, no, but you're going to learn, and you're going to learn that with your Padawan. And so for Vernestra, I think it's a moment when she's like, yeah, I made it and I'm here, and what the hell do I do now? And I think for her, it's about how to be a Jedi she wants to be while serving the Force and the Order, because the Force and Order are not necessarily the same thing. The Order is made up of flawed individuals, and the Force is the Force, and it doesn't care laughs. Oh my God, this lady is insufferable. Pastor Flash, thank you for the super chat, dude. Do you think we could get Voxus and the Pipe Man on the Jack Show to read one of his stories? Oh God. The one he read on EFAB 150 was great. So I don't know if you've ever I remember I was on one of the EFAPs, one of the first 24-hour ones that they did, and oh my God, it was a 45-minute gay unicorn sex story, and it was traumatizing. So got nothing against the guy. That kind of stuff, it's not really for me. He is funny. He is very, very funny. I think I'm still traumatized by the gay unicorn sex story that was extremely descriptive and went on for 45 minutes. Yeah, I'm still a little traumatized. Wait, was EFAP 150 already good? Oh yeah, it was. I missed it. I did. I missed it. Caller asked me to go on, and I was like, yeah. To be fair, he never sent me a link though, but that's fine. That's completely fine. Macy Van Dusen, thank you for the good night, Anna. Stay strong in the Force and live long and prosper. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you, everyone. Let's see now. Let's get back to this. Here we go. And she's like, oh no, I wrote that one. And I think for her, it's about how to be a Jedi she wants to be while serving the Force and the Order, because the Force and the Order are not necessarily the same thing. The Order is made up of flawed individuals, and Force is the Force, and it doesn't care. Laughs. So for Vernestra, she's like, I really like the Force, and I want to serve the Force well. But does that always mean going along with the Order, with what the Order tells me? And I think that's her arc in Out of the Shadows. And I think that's where we're going to see her continue to go and continue to question the things, to have any kind of reconcile with who she wants to be as a Jedi in light of the Force and and the Order. Oh my God. This hurts my head. All this tells me is that this chick, based on the way that Justina Ireland is talking about her and whatchamacallit, the way she's talking about her and describing her and going on about arcs and stuff, I don't know how much of this character was written by other authors, but just by the way that Justina is talking about her, she didn't know anything about what it is to be a Jedi Knight or Star Wars, and so writing this, it just blows my mind. Let's see. Let's continue. StarWars.com. Shifting characters. Zealand Graf. might be the most annoying person I've ever read. Laughs. He irritated me so much in a good way. You wrote him so well. How was writing that character who's so steeped in arrogance? Oh, yay. Is this one of these characters? That one of these ones? Let's see. No. No. Let's see. All right. I don't know who this character is. Let's look him up. Let's look him up. Let's see if they have anything else on him. Let's see. Is this not him? Okay. Let's see. I already Googled this chick. Let's Google him. I guess we don't have any images of him, so stay tuned. Okay, Justina Island. Have you ever met somebody that's never hard to worry about money, or that's never had to worry about, really, that's the thing about this character. Have you ever met someone that's never had to worry about money? They're not like regular people. Laughs. I know a lot of people who think Schitt's Creek is really funny, but that's real. Laughs. I've never met anybody that rich, but I've met people who have grown up with money and continue to have money. The kind of people who are like, well, why wouldn't you just go to Harvard? Why would you want to go to a state school? And you're like, who just goes to Harvard? That's not how it works. Laughs. And so I wanted to show that there are people in the galaxy who are so completely untouched by reality, or at least the reality for most of the other characters, that you're like, what are you doing? And Zealand's like, oh, this is my tower. Why would I listen to somebody? Why would I follow rules? Rules don't apply to me. I have money. So, I mean, not flaunting it, but you're kind of talking about Palpatine. I mean, Palpatine, he doesn't have to worry about money. He's always been wealthy. Padme's always been wealthy too, but Padme has that like humanitarian side of her. But this is your villain. Joseph the Gamer 15, thank you for super chat. Why does Disney keep hiring people who don't care about Star Wars and also love watching you, Anna? Oh, well, thank you. It's for a diversity checklist, because it has nothing to do with talent, obviously. But thank you for the super chat. I'm glad you like this. But yeah, it's like don't you realize that if you go watch Attack of the Clones, look at the difference between the people that are in the bar and on the ground of Coruscant, as compared to Padme is living in like a penthouse, right? Look at the difference between, and heck, look at the difference between how Padme lived and where she lived versus where Anakin lived, right? Heck, you have people that all they do is flex, their abilities and their money, which is Jabba the Hutt, right? Crazy. This hurts my head. This hurts my head so much. Anyways, I thought it was a lot of fun to write that character, because we always don't get to see the rich and annoying person in Star Wars. Yes, you did. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Nothing says Star Wars like a Harvard reference. I know. This is so frustrating. StarWars.com, totally. And it's nice to see him in comparison to Sly, who's the complete opposite spectrum of Sly, and her just being like, what? Oh my god, you mean like Anakin and Padme? You mean like Luke and Leia? Oh my, you mean like Han and Leia? Like Han, giving her shit for being a princess? Anna, this article sounds like eye cancer. Yeah, this article is just hell. It's absolute hell. Don't you remember like Han worrying the entire time about money, and Han needing to go pay Jabba the Hutt for the bounty on his head, and Leia giving him shit for only focusing on money? It's almost like that this has been done in Star Wars and actually done good. Crazy. Okay, here we go. Let's read the next one. Ha 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 ha. She's like, what is happening here? I just want something to eat, and you bring me to this these tiny plates of little nothings. Also, that scene is totally based on a time that I went to a gastro pub with some friends who were like, we should try these. And it was like one of the most expensive meals I've ever had, and was still hungry when I left. I was like, there was no food. We paid for food and it never showed up. Ha 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 ha. So yeah, everyone was saying that this is a self-insert. It 100% is. That's exactly. She's literally describing herself. This is 100% a self-insert character. Justina Ireland created this character so she could have a character as her own little mini ego in the Star Wars universe, complaining about food. It's like, out of all of the things in Star Wars, this is what you want to talk about. So obviously the Nihil aren't that bad. Obviously these problems in Star Wars aren't that bad. All of these villains, because you're concerned about how much food you eat on a plate from a rich person. Also, why do you think, in the nicest way possible, some of these rich people don't, they're not as, morbidly obese as a majority of America is, because maybe they eat finer stuff that are a little bit richer, and so you can't eat as much. And so, I mean, anyways, whatever, self-insert all the way. Okay, continuing with characters. Was there a character that you were most excited to write? And in contrast to that, which character was most difficult to write? Justina Ireland. I'm always excited to write any character, honestly. I'm always excited to write Star Wars. But it's also the hardest thing ever because you don't want to screw it up. Full stop. If it's something you love, you don't want it to be put on a crappy character. Or you don't want to put out a crappy character. Well, yeah, I don't think unless you're unless you're Rian Johnson, you really don't want to put out a crappy character. Rian Johnson's like, no, let's make them all shit. I was also really excited to write something on Coruscant. I don't think we've seen a lot of Coruscant yet in the High Republic. I was someone who saw the prequel trilogy in theaters as a grown person. When I saw Coruscant, I was like, what's this place? I'm used to like Tatooine and Dagobah and Hoth, and all of a sudden it's like Coruscant. Seeing it was so much different than reading about it or how you imagined it in your brain. And when I was writing this book, I wanted to populate Coruscant with people who had different opinions and had all kinds of different experiences. But I don't think I was excited about anything other than writing the book. Wait, okay, so let me get this straight. I wanted to populate Coruscant with people who had different opinions and all kinds of different experiences. Oh, so you mean like the Senate? All of these different aliens from different planets with different opinions on how the galaxy should be run? Oh my God, it's like we've never seen that before in Star Wars. Oh my God. It's like all of those scenes. Everyone complains about the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, and heck, even Revenge of the Sith, how the Senate stuff is so boring. It's almost like it has all of these different types of aliens, all from different backgrounds, planets, societies, and all with different ideas on how the galaxy should be run. And there's that whole scene where Anakin is trying to seduce Padme, and he's like, somebody should just make them do what we want them to do. And she's like, that's a dictatorship. And she's like laughing. And it's the meme thing. It's like, oh my God. Crazy how everything that this chick wants has already been done before. Night King 01, thank you for the super chat. Remember what happened to flawed characters like Anakin? Their weaknesses were exploited. Jedi Knights removed human connections because of this. Dun 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 dun. Well, they already had that removed before, remember? Thank you for super chat. Let's see. The Phantom Menace didn't bother me. I know, it didn't bother me either. It bothered a lot of people, though. Oh, this is exhausting. Are we almost done? Are we almost done? How much? Oh, God, we're not. Oh, my God, we're not almost done, guys. We're not almost done. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Okay, I gotta read. Gotta read more. Okay. Continue with characters. Was there a character that you were most excited to write? And in contrast, which character were the most difficult to write? I'm always excited to write Star. Oh, I think I read that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're down here. Yes, I got through a little bit. The hardest character to write was actually Mari San Tekka, because she doesn't really get a lot of laughs. The Niles, like, live in the pod and give us the paths. And she's like, okay, but it's like she got to be somebody. Who was she? How did she end up here? She's been tortured for these paths by Marshino Ro. Is it Macchio Ro? I'm just gonna call Makino Row. But why would she go along with it? Why has she been with the Nile for so long? And trying to see the backstory was really important because it kind of gives us an idea of just how terrible the Nile really are. Like, someone in Marshino Rhodes' family kidnapped a young child and kept them in captivity until they were an old woman. That's pretty messed up. Well, no fucking shit, it's a bad guy. And so I think it was really important to do her story arc justice because we don't necessarily dig into bad things or hard conversations in Star Wars because we're more about talking about good things and having fun. Okay, they don't talk. It's almost as if Star Wars. What happens? Did you watch it? Do you know what happens in the very first Star Wars movie? What's the first thing you see? You see C-3PO and R2-D2, and their ship is under attack. Their ship is being fired on. By who? Oh, yeah, Darth Vader. What does Darth Vader do? He goes in the room and kills everyone. He holds the guy up and fucking strangles him. They're looking for Princess Leia. They fucking shoot Princess Leia and stun her. And he's like, we're going to fucking torture them. We're going to kill everyone. Right? It's a very high tension scene in the very fucking beginning of the movie, and it sets the tone for the universe that we're in. That shit's going on, right? So we only want to talk about the good stuff in Star Wars. We're not going to focus on the bad stuff. It's like, oh my God, you didn't watch Star Wars, did you? You didn't watch Star Wars, did you? Anyways, but it's also important to respect what those stories have set up. And I think for her, I hope at some point we do storytelling where we get some of her point of view, because the things she can do are amazing, but she gets no voice and she has no agency. And that's upsetting and unfortunate. So that was really the hardest character for me. I was just like, I want to give her a happy ending. And sometimes just dying is the happiest ending you can give a character. Oh, did she kill the character? All right. Let's see. Shifting. I like how she didn't answer which one was her favorite to write. All right, here we go. Let's see. Shifting a little bit, there's a bit of romance in the air of Out of the Shadows. Wraith, in particular, is going through it. He had a crush on Nan, who turned out to be a Nile. And now I think I'm detecting a bit of a crush on Venestra. Can you talk about that? Let's see. Poor Wraith. He's like, I like people and I want them to like me, and I wish that they weren't all either Jedi or terrible. Laughs. Young Connect, thank you for the super chat. Don't talk about difficult things. You mean like how the Republic fell because it was over bloated, corrupt bureaucracy crumbling under the weight of its own red tape? I know, the things that they don't talk about. Can't talk about the bad stuff in Star Wars, even though that's literally the plot. That's how the plot revolves around the bad stuff, or else we wouldn't have the freaking plot. But anyways, it's really frustrating. Here we go. I think it's one of the important things about the Jedi in this time period. They expect Padawans to have crushes. They expect them to have little romances, and it's fine. We're not to the Jedi yet who are like, no attachments, don't look at anybody. It's really about serving the Force and being the best Jedi that you can. And I think sometimes that means we all want to have emotional connections, and even people who are aromantic still want to have an emotional connection with other people. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but for Wreath, he's really wants to have a romance. He's like, I just want to meet a nice girl and maybe have coffee and talk cool stuff. Lovely. Also, guys, remember, they put sex in Star Wars. Now they're having conversations about sex in a young adults, or like, what? No, don't they always say it's for kids? It's a kid's book, right? But they're going to have conversations about kids having sex. Lovely. Okay, here we go. But for Wraith, he just wants to have like a good hangout. But yeah, I feel like he's very authentic. It's a very authentic thing, even when you're in a work situation. Sometimes you have those soft feelings for another person, even if they're not appropriate feelings. You still have them, and you just have to deal with them. And it was really fun to write Wraith. Like, hey, Vernestra. And she's like, hey, laughs. She's like, you're such a great friend. And he's like, oh. And Imari shaking his head. No, bro, it's not going so well. Laughs. This is what Star Wars come from. This is what Star Wars has come to, guys. Anyways, Shane Keena, thank you for the super chat. Have you ever considered doing some programming around the Harry Potter universe? If you haven't, that should be considered. That should be considered to widen your audience. Well, there's nothing really much for me to talk about with Harry Potter because the shows, I mean, the movies are over. And I don't like the Fantastic Beasts movies. I guess I could have done a video about when I saw the second one. But I don't know, maybe when the third one comes out. I'm not going to pay to watch it if I magically see it somewhere, you know, maybe at a friend's house, then they yo ho pirates like me. You know, I don't know. I really don't want to support anything there because of what they did to Johnny Depp. And so I think that's really fucked up. But again, if it's yo ho, if I'm at my friend, if I'm at my friend, if I'm at my friend's house and they happen to have it, maybe I'll watch it and maybe I'll review it, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I'm a Gryffindor. That makes and I've done streams where I was at Harry Potter Land, and so there you go. Yeah, I mean, I like Harry Potter. It's been a while. I feel like I need to read the books again. It's been a while since I read them. Yeah, I remember all your friend Patchy the pirate. That was a good one. I was trying to think of a name that wasn't Captain Jack Sparrow. Trying to think of something, but yeah, I'll go over to my friend Patchy the pirate's house and we'll watch it. That's a good one. I'm gonna steal this. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott, for that. But yeah, I guess I could make some Harry Potter content. I like Harry Potter a lot. I remember all of it coming out. I remember waiting in line at Borders. I was actually in Boise, Idaho, when the Deathly Hallows book came out, and my cousin and like me and my sisters, we all waited in line. And I remember it's like some lady came out. She's like, look, I have it. There's hope. And everyone cheered because she was the first chick that got the book from Borders. Now Borders is closed. But yeah, I was at the mall in Boise. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Speaking of Harry Potter, Star Wars and Yoda sexy time. How long do you think before they make Yoda gay? I'm actually surprised they haven't already, to be completely honest with you, the way that they do things. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I didn't read this question. Okay. So I'm getting hiccups. Excuse me. We can't talk about romance without talking about Silvestri and Jordana. Oh my gosh. We learned that the two had a relationship. Oh my god. It's literally a stereotype. She's black and she's gay. You gotta be kidding. This is exactly what your boy Zach says on you know, what is it, diversity in comics. Well, he changed his name, like something in comics with your boy Zach. Yeah, all they do is they make them black and they make them gay, unless Jordana is a boy, which I highly doubt it. Let's see. Relationship on is this supposed to be Takei, like George Takei? And ended when Sly left and Jordana denied leaving with her when Sly asked, and was keeping Jordana on Takei. And how do you think the story would have played out differently if Jordana had originally joined Sly? Oh my god. Justine Island. Jordana stayed on Takei because she's a Sean Taika deputy, which is sort of like if you go and settle in a place and if you stay for a certain amount of time, you'll get a land grant, and stand takes are needed people to help grow food, buildings. If you need people to maintain infrastructure and you can't do it by yourself, so Jordana's job is to be a San Teke deputy, and she needs to stay on Takei because her job is there and that is what she is doing. That is her life. Oh my. Okay, so I want to look this up. Let's look up Jordana. I want to see this character. Okay. Let's see. Is she on here? Is she one of these characters? Okay, let's just go Google it. Are we going to get a picture of this character, or do they not have this character yet? Paste. I guess we don't have an image of this character. Oh, is this a chart? Is this a chart of them? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, that's not blurry at all. Well, we don't know what she looks like yet, but I feel like we'll find out soon. Let's see. Oh, wait. So Jenna, because but for Sly, she's like, but we could go and see the galaxy. That would be cool. There's a lot of other stuff we can do instead of staying in this dusty planet. And I think if Jordana had left with Sly, we never would have had this story. We never would have had Chansey going to make the gravity's heart. We never would have Sly coming up against the Nile. It would have been a completely different story because Sly and Jordana probably would have gotten a ship much earlier, or would have brought the switchback from Chansey and gone off on their own and become haulers or something. And obviously Sly would have never had her lapse in judgment in working with Zaylan Graff, and if she had Jordana there to be like, look how rich these people are because I'm a rich person and he's a piece of crap. Laughs. I think that if Jordana had been there, she would have kept Sly sane, because sometimes for me, I've been married a really long time, and the thing I get most out of my relationship is my husband's the person who does the sanity check with me. I'm like, we should do this, and he's like, wait, hold up, here's 8 reasons why that's a bad idea. Laughs. Oh my god. Her husband, I mean, he's doing society a favor, but he really needs to step up his game. So I think we really need those people. It doesn't always have to be a relationship, but we need these people who are going to push us forward in life when we don't have the confidence to do things, or hold us back when we're running in the wrong direction. Those are my best friendships and my best relationships. If Sly had Jordana, she would have had a much straighter path to happiness. Okay. And it needs to pop another Tylenol. I know. I just think it's so funny that this character is it's literally the checklist that they go through. They make a character black and you make them gay. That's all they know how to do. Okay. Let's see the next one. The book concludes with the revelation that Lorna D is amusing a plan to overthrow Eye of the Nile, Marshino Row. Has everything gone according to her plan so far, or what we see in the novel? Russell, thank you for that. Her husband is clearly a giant pussy. Thank you for the super chat. That's actually a very clever way to put that, but that's funny. Okay, here we go. Let's continue. I think so. I think Lorna's plans are always flexing and changing and refining and kind of taking the next step. I think she's also adaptable. She's a sleeper agent you never see coming. She's the person who slides a knife into your back and you're like, what? I thought we were friends. So they're frenemies. And she's like, no, you were in my way. Laughs. Okay, so she's like any bad guy. And I think it's pretty much going as planned, which is why if you're really into Lorna D, you have to pick up the Tempest Runner, because I think what Cav is doing with her character and storytelling and direction that goes, you get so much more out of that. Lorna D is making moves, and Mashino better watch out. Oh, so it's a lady killing the bad guy. Of course it is. All right. Final question. Oh my god, we're almost done. Final question to wrap this up. What was your favorite scene to write Out of the Shadows? Probably at the end when Jordana takes out like 20 Nile and Vanessa's like, wait, what? Hold on, what's happening? Oh my gosh. Jordana shows up and takes out the Nile. Merci. Wait, what's happening? We don't do that. And Jordana's like, a dead Niall's the only good Niall, because I think it's too easy to get into the John Wick, more bloodshed is good mindset. And there aren't other people in the world who are like, no, let's try to find other ways to solve our problems, because the Jedi would never. They do have the ability to go in and just level everybody, but then they'd be Sith last. Okay, so she just like did that whole paragraph how Jordana would have been like the like kind of like the conscience for Sly, and now she's just like a cold-blooded John Wick killer. Really, that's kind of condescending. Let's see. Anyways, it's just not condescending. That wasn't the word I was looking for. That's kind of hypocritical. That was the word I was looking for. Sorry, mind fart. I don't know if you guys noticed, but my Excedrin, for whatever reason, decided to wear off early or got burned off early, and I just have like a pounding headache. You guys can't guess why. Here we go. That scene went through so many changes, and then finally, last time through, I was like, oh, that's what the scene is about. Part of the writing in the scene is understanding not just what the scene is about, but what each character in the scene wants. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, she totally read Save the Cat, because she's using terminology and examples from that book. For those of you that don't know what Save the Cat is that what it's called? Is it called Save the Cat, or is it called something? It's something with a stupid cat. But I remember they were talking about it on EFAP so much because everyone references it, so I got it and I read it, and like literally what she's talking about is examples that they use in it. Let's see. Malin, EVS, Frogman, and CG Crew is getting hammered, by the way. I know they didn't invite me onto the stream, but I was already doing my own stream. I hope those guys are having fun. I made them all get hammered on my stream with Dale Keown, which you guys haven't checked out. Dale had a lot of fun, and I re-uploaded that onto my secondary channel, that's Star Wars Girl Live, which is where I re-upload all of my live streams. Somebody was like, you edited it. I was like, no, I didn't. You really think I'm going to sit there and edit a 5-hour live stream? Fuck no. I always, re-upload it onto the other, let's see. Yeah. Anyways, I read something in the chat and it totally made me lose focus. But pet the dog, save the cat. Let's see. Anyways, let's get back to this. And I was like, yeah, that would make sense. Jordana's been to Kay getting her butt handed to her mostly by the Nile. And Vanestra's like, I'm going to make good in the galaxy. And so you see, this is where it could go or lead. If people go unchecked, you will have people who just go in and wipe everybody out. But the Jedi are really there and to be a calming force. They're there to be like, no, we're going to put the blasters down and everybody is going to go to their respective corners and we're going to figure this out. And I think that's really important, a really important job that the Jedi do this in storytelling, and the galaxy as a whole is to be a calming force that doesn't lead bloodshed to more bloodshed to more bloodshed. All right. So thank you for the super chat. No more Shane without Cecil to keep him in line. I think it was funny. We didn't get through any stories though. Paul Perez, the happy geek. Thank you for the super chat. What the fuck are you reading? It's not science fiction. It's a freaky daytime soap opera. Like stands through an hourglass. Are so the days of our lives. What a piece of shit storyline. I know it's terrible. I don't know why this got approved. I don't know how this shit gets approved, but it does, and it blows my mind. Oh my god, it blows my mind. But thank you for the super chat, guys. I appreciate it. But so. I think that was the end of that. So I think what I'm going to do is I will do a video kind of summarizing all of this now that you guys all got to watch me read it live. I have a splitting headache. I was going to do this. I was going to read this, which is 6 Star Wars comics reveals that enhance the original trilogy. But I've been going for almost 2 hours, and I do think I actually kept up with all of the super chats. So would you guys like me to do another stream tomorrow and do all of this in its own separate stream tomorrow, like during the day, and just call it a night, make a video on this, have that come out tomorrow morning, and we can do another stream tomorrow? You guys want to do that? Or do you guys want me to just power through and do it all at one? I think it might be better for people to for tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, hey, dude, I painted your eye today. I don't know if you saw. I emailed you. For those of you that don't know, to get away from all of this hell, to get away from all of this, if you guys don't know, let me get my other screen up here and let me share this with you. For those that don't know, I actually have a. Oh, this is the wrong. I guess I can show this. Okay, so I lost the screen. Let me see. So I have an art channel, but I also have an art Instagram. And on my Instagram, I post like updates that I've been doing. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Go to the doctor. No, I got the headache because I had to read that. And so what I do is on my art channel, which I will find in a moment. Let me get this open. Art YouTube. There we go. So I have a channel where I do art videos and art live streams. I actually do a lot of streaming over here on my art channel, if you guys can see right here. And so I did like a whole series where I went through like different types of like paint mixing. I do full videos on there. There's one up there on different palettes. But so I've been painting and I just stream it. And so you guys get to sit there and hang out with me while I do painting streams. And one of the things that I've been doing is this thing called the Eye Project. And so this is the Eye Project. And so what my idea was I wanted to just do a bunch of like eye studies. And I thought it would be like a cool concept to like just have a bunch of eyes on a wall. I thought that would be cool. So I said, as a way to be interactive with the chat, is if you guys want to participate, you guys could send me a photo of your eye. Let me know what name you want me to use for the live stream, what your eye color is, and like just please don't wear makeup because trust me, the painting will come out much better. And so this is an example. This was the first photo that was submitted to me, and this is from a gentleman named Gabriel. And so this was the picture, this is the painting, and then this is it with the gold leafing. And so I post the updates on my art Instagram. So these are the ones like, so this is the one that Gabriel sent to me. And so there's the photo. This is, I posted the thing for the chart. I record time lapses on my phone along with doing the live stream. So then you get like a quick little time lapse video. And so you guys get to see me painting and like the whole process of painting an eye. So if you guys are interested in having me paint your eye, just email me all of the stuff, like the photo of your eye, the name you would like me to use for the live stream. So if you want to watch the live stream, and then don't wear any makeup and stuff like that. And if you are interested in purchasing your eye once I'm done and like I've done like my whole like little thing where I have all these eyes on the wall, I'm more than happy to sell it to you because obviously it's your eye. I'm not going to not sell it to you. And so I just have a standard price for everyone, which is just $80. That covers shipping and like, me packing it, me shipping it, all of the supplies I use and, my time going into it. I think it's a pretty reasonable price. I think that's like the cheapest painting you will ever get from me. Stephen Giblin, thank you, super chat. Get you some pain meds and let's hang out tomorrow. Oh, well, thank you. I'll do a follow-up live stream tomorrow on the other topic, but thank you for that. Shane Kina, thank you for super chat. Do you enjoy doing abstract art? Not really. I like impressionistic art. I feel like I get the most enjoyment out of doing that, but part of my OCD is like I want things to be perfect. But so when you see like my plein air paintings and even this, it's a little bit more detailed, but I definitely would say that I paint with like an impressionistic style. But thank you for the super chat. So this was Patrick. That was, I think, the second one. This is the one that I painted yesterday. This was a gentleman named Noah. This was his eye. He was a little bit young. I think like maybe a teenager. And so I painted his eye. It was very, very smooth. And oh my gosh, this guy had some of the thickest eyebrows and eyelashes I have ever seen for somebody that was, very light. His hair, it was like dirty blonde. Like it wants to be brown. Like the roots of his hair are brown, but like the tips of his eyebrows and his eyelashes were blonde. So it was very interesting to paint. And so this is like, obviously I filmed the time-lapse video. So this is all up on my art Instagram. If you guys have Instagram and you guys want to follow, this is where I kind of post my updates. And I will be doing like some of my paintings that I've been working on for a while. Oh, see how it's like the tips and stuff? It's yeah. And so then this is the painting that I painted today. And so this was one of the ones where this is why I actually asked for your eye color, because in this photo, it looked black. I thought he had black eyes or like dark brown eyes. And he's like, no, my eyes are blue. I was like, what? your eyes are blue. So I took some creative liberty and like made it just like a darker blue so you can see it. But so this was the one that I painted earlier today before this stream. So again, if you guys are interested in me painting your eye, let's see, Anna brow shaming. Oh, I had to add more hairs because you could not see his eyebrows. I was like, he's got like John Malin. But so that was the painting that I did earlier. So again, if you guys are interested, these are the references for what type of photo to use to send to me. The one obviously that I was using today was at a little bit of a different angle, which is fine. It does make for an interesting composition. But if you want the best result, I would recommend something like this. And so that's just my own personal preference on it. But yeah, and so also I do have different types of leafing if you're interested. This is just in gold leafing. I also have silver and copper if you're interested. And I could always get different types, but those are usually the best one. And also, this is on my my art Twitter page, so I post the videos there. If you don't have an Instagram and you'd rather follow me on Twitter, let me post this in the comment section. Oh, here you guys go. And so that's where you guys can follow me. And again, if you guys want to follow me on my art YouTube channel, I stream there almost every single day. And so it's not like Star Wars talk. I do sometimes talk about Star Wars, but if you guys are interested in seeing me streaming more and me live, I spend a lot more time streaming over there on that channel than I do on this channel because I'm doing live painting videos. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and subscribe to my art channel. It's just The Art of Anna TSWG Studios. And also over here, I have other channels that you might like if you are interested in art. Obviously, I have my main channel and then my live channel where my live streams are re-uploaded to. But if you guys are interested in other art channels that I like, that I watch, that I keep up with, these are the ones to follow. So I got Andrew Tischler, Daria Callie, Cesar Santos, Nerdforge, It's a Gumpla, which is my friend's channel, Carla Grace, and James Gurney. So those are some fantastic artists I'd highly recommend. Everyone, let's go raid. I think Ethan is streaming. Let's go raid Comic Artist Pro Secrets channel. Bastard didn't send me a link, so I'm not invited, so I will not be there. But everyone, if you haven't smashed the like button, smash it, please and thank you. Let's go raid Ethan. Say that Star Wars Girl raid. This video is going to be unlisted and re-uploaded to my secondary channel, That Star Wars Girl Live. I will go live tomorrow to read all of those retcons that they did with Star Wars. Everyone, thank you so much for watching and going through that hell with me. I will have a video out on all of this that I just read. It will be out tomorrow. And everyone, until next time, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the Force be with you because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great